A jump Z command for a fist pound, cards with stars on them that restore your health meter, and an evil guy who lives in a castle. It sure is Mario 64 in here. There's not a lot of sniffing around you need to do to realize that this 3D platformer you see on your screen is borrowing more than just a few elements out of the groundbreaking N64 adventure that is still raved about to this day. Although this might be the case, there's no doubt that it's still a lot of fun when you're playing as Glover, the four-fingered protagonist with magical balls. This is Glover's greatest asset and makes a good case for his adventure for the N64, being set apart from the rest of the Mario 64s, Banjo-Kazooies, and such. Throughout the game, I really gained an appreciation for the disembodied hand, as he's actually quite skilled. He's the result of a freak accident when a wizard accidentally mixes a concoction that explodes, sending his sentient magical gloves flying. One lands in a cauldron and turns into the evil cross-stitch, and the other, who is Glover, turns the 7 magical crystals that serve as the kingdom's protection into rubber balls, so that even less havoc is wreaked upon the land. Thing is, he's got to find them before the evil cross-stitch does. This is what makes up the challenge of Glover. 6 worlds with 3 stages apiece await our four-fingered friend, full of enemies, yellow and red cards called garibs, switches to hit, and obstacles to dodge, all while in control of the magical ball that has 5 transformations. A rubber ball, a bowling ball, a metallic marble, original crystal form, and the almighty power ball that you'll be able to use later in the game. The ball mechanics involve a bit of a learning curve, the skills needed on the ball being the driving force behind the game. For example, there's a whole skill set you must learn with the rubber ball, akin to controlling a basketball, activated by tapping B in a certain rhythm. Knowing this will get you upstairs and allow you to clear walls. Bowling ball form is big and heavy and will help you clear walls and stun enemies. The metallic marble is the smallest form and is especially useful in squeezing through obstacles, not to mention its magnetism. The crystal form is fragile, and if you break it, you lose a life. It's only meant for certain purposes. In fact, if your ball is lost in a chasm or has racked up enough damage from spikes, enemies, or obstacles, that's grounds for losing a life as well. Controlling the ball's not easy, and the camera angles will not always be there to help you either. Drop from a cliff onto the edge of the world, and you'll most likely have a big wall in your face, making you wonder just where the hell you are. This disorienting flaw is apparent in a lot of 3D platformers for the N64, and is definitely the case in Glover, so be sure to use those C left and right buttons for your convenience. I will definitely laud the creativity of the levels, even though they are shameless in their similarity to Mario 64. Wide, expansive worlds with multiple missions, teetering platforms, and garibs that restore health are just a few of the examples, and honestly, if you've watched the review to this point, you've already made your fair share of comparisons. Nevertheless, Glover is diabolical, zany 3D fun, all packed into one cartridge, that will reward you for your patience while you work hard at developing ball control. Hell, even FIFA 12 is easier than this.
Whoopee!